It always seems impossible until it's done, said Nelson Mandela. I cannot agree more. These days, the word impossible is present in each field. We hear about the impossibility of being loved. We are discouraged by the impossible success in this mayhemic society, and we learn how to be the possible impossible, like I always say. After all, impossible is just a word, but it is a word that cuts pieces from our potential, well, pieces that can never be attached back. We lose so many pleasures which life can give us just because they are impossible. Actually, I have grown very fond of this word. I remember that the only time I have completely agreed with its meaning was when I read Audrey Hepburn's quote, who said that nothing is impossible. The word itself says, I am possible. This definitely means that it depends on yourself how your life will become. In order to be good, you have to believe a lot in your strength, and to prove them all that the unattainable can actually be palpable. For example, we grow up with the idea that we can't have all we want. But why? Why can't we live in the same way we were created? Free. Free from the laws that are only written on paper. Free from the power that money has. Free to discover our personality without feeling the fear that we might not be as good as we are supposed to be. On the other hand, though, those who developed this concept weren't ignorant people. It might have sprung from the idea that people should be afraid of something, and which is the best choice than themselves. I truly believe that the impossible was created in a moment of fear, because we say something is impossible when we don't know how to work with a certain thing. In such a case, we are selfish, because we don't give it a second chance, a second thought. But after all, we are humans, and we are very uninvolved at times. When a situation, a book, a project is not as easy as we have been used to, we say it is impossible. This is not fair, because we hide our true value in places we will never search again. Of course, there is a barrier between what's touchable and what we can play with, and it should never be broken. Furthermore, there are limits we are not allowed to contest, because besides freedom, love, pleasure, there has to be a balance in our lives. Once you realize that impossible is just a word lost in thousands of words, you will be able to live your life as a whole. In conclusion, you are your own leader. Once you realize that the impossible is just an effect that creates damages on this society, you will be able to be who you are actually. Sometimes things can be fixed. A broken society can be rebuilt. A lost love can be refound. It matters on how much we want it. And don't forget, in a world full of copies, be an original.